Good morning. Hope you all have your coffee with you. I'll make sure my mic works because I had technical difficulties before. So I think it does. But if my mic doesn't work or if you can't hear me, please let me know. I have my water because I'm not a coffee drinker. My husband's a coffee drinker, but not me. I know I'm weird, you guys. I'm really weird. I don't drink coffee. I just wanted to say welcome to my live this morning. I want to talk about the digital marketing mindset, and this is gonna like work for anybody and whatever a facet of life you're in. But this is our kind of our topic today, is talking about what I started doing digital marketing, why, and then talking about the digital marketing mindset. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Hope you guys have your coffee. I don't drink coffee. I have my water. I know I'm weirdo, right? I'm a weirdo. I don't drink coffee. But good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Camilla. I am a Polish Canadian mom of 5 boys, 2 of my own, 3 bonus boys, living in the United States. I'm married to a Viking, and we live in our fifth wheel right now. We live in our RV, and that's the kind of lifestyle we're having. We've had for the last couple of years. And so we decided in 2022 to sell our house. We lived in the Pacific Northwest. Now we're living in Texas. And we decided to sell our house in 2022 because we wanted more freedom from like being housebroken, essentially, right? Like, how many of us are not housebroken, not a dog, house broke, house broke, housebroken, house broke, just working to pay bills. And when I was working at the time, before I went on maternity leave with my 5-year-old, and then never went back to work because, let's face it, like, it's really expensive. I had a lot of like mom guilt when I was working. So I had a career in occupational health and safety, and then I also had my now 8-year-old. And when he was younger, he went to I had somebody take care of him, and I hated it. Like, I always thought I was going to be a career mom. Like, I always thought that I was going to have my kids and then go back to work and love it. And I hated it, actually. When I was at work, all I could think about was my son and the fact that I was missing out really important stuff with him. My husband was working like 12-hour days and also missing out stuff. And my son basically was raised by somebody else for the first like 3 years of his life. And it really sucked for me. Like, I had a lot of mom guilt. I would drop off my son and he would cry. Like, he would be like, "No, don't go, mommy." And he had tears in his eyes, and I would cry going to work. Like, I had tears. I would cry leaving for work. And then I would miss moments. I would miss like moments of when he started walking first, or certain words or things like that. And it really killed me. Like, I really hated it. And then when I was with him, because he was sick a lot when he was a little boy. And so when I had to be home with him and I couldn't go to work, I had career guilt. Like, I had work guilt. So no matter how you sliced it, I couldn't really balance the two really well without having that. And the company I worked for was great, but at my 1-year review, they're like, "You're doing a fantastic job. We love you, da da da. But," there's always a but. Your son was a little too sick too often this last year. Can you, make sure that doesn't happen? I'm like, what do you mean? It's not like he was sick on purpose, people. So those things really kind of put in perspective for me family versus like career. And there's nothing wrong with having a career. If you love your career, if you love where you're at, if you're fulfilled where you're at, fabulous. Like, that's amazing. And I love that for you, but I just wasn't. And I knew for me that there was something more out there. Now, when I was staying at home with my son, we also had another physical business, but that's like physical products that we had to carry and send out, and it wasn't the same. And a couple of years ago, actually before that, or not a couple of years, about a year ago, a friend of mine was like, oh, there's this thing called digital marketing. And I was like, I don't know. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. Hope you have your coffee with you. I have my water. We're talking about digital marketing today and mindset of that and sort of like the taboos on it, because for a long time, I was really skeptical about it. I was really skeptical of online business in general, because I don't come from that kind of um, time frame. Like, I'm in my 40s. We were taught that you work for somebody else for the rest of your life. You put in your 40 hours a week, you go home, you do your weekends, you do your 2 weeks vacation, and you retire at 65, you collect your pension and sayonara. Like, that is what I thought. That's how I grew up, right? My dad worked for the same company for a very long time. My father-in-law, all of these things. So it was, that's how we grew up, right? You collect your pension and that was it. You get your 2 weeks vacation, and then after 5 years, you get your 5 weeks vacation, and so forth. And honestly, I always had this feeling like I didn't like that. I didn't like somebody dictating to me when I could take vacation or how much. My husband worked for a company where they couldn't take vacation during the summertime. Like, that's when my kids are on vacation from school now, right? That's when all kids are on vacation from school. But that was their busiest time of the year, and they were not allowed to take vacation in the summertime. And I'm like, this is absurd. And he worked there for nearly 10 years. And when he finally quit, there was nothing. There was nothing like, oh, we're so sorry to have you leave. We're so sad. Again, if you love your job, if you're fulfilled in what you are doing, that is amazing. And I'm so happy for you. But most of us, we are working for somebody else's dream. We are working to put money in their pockets. All of these companies that are now huge that we're working for, they started somewhere. They started at zero. They started nothing, right? They started selling boxes out of their back of their vehicle, like IKEA. They started selling, like Amazon started with nothing. Jeff Bezos started in his basement, right? Selling books online. So it started with nothing. Every company starts with nothing, with zero. And so for me, I was like, okay, I knew that I was really unhappy in what I was doing. So I'm like, okay, something else has to be a thing around here. And a friend of mine introduced me to digital marketing a while ago, but again, I was like super skeptical. Like, this digital marketing thing, I thought for a while it was like, okay, it must gotta be a scam. I'm really skeptical. You can't make any money doing this. It's all a bunch of BS, because I was also in that era of like MLM, and MLMs are fine. If you're doing really good with them, that's amazing. But I remember doing Mary Kay when I was like 17 years old, in my upper line. You have to recruit people and you have to do these things. And she had her Cadillac and everything, and that was wonderful, but I never got to that. I didn't have the drive for Mary Kay. And again, nothing wrong with it. It just wasn't my thing. And I didn't want to have to recruit people. I didn't want to have to base the money that I was making on recruiting, having to recruit somebody else, having to hound people down and being like, hey, join me. Like, I didn't want that. That wasn't my thing. Like, I'm not a natural salesperson. I don't like that. I like to educate. I want to tell people my story, but that's about it. And then you can decide what you want to do with that. And that was true for anything I did. So she was telling me about digital marketing. And again, I'm like, I'm so skeptical. Thank you for joining, everybody. If you just joined us, I'm just talking about my journey, my journey to get to where I am today, my digital marketing journey, and how that happened. And recently we've fallen on hard times, you guys. Like, it has been rough. And some of it is because of what we've done, our decisions in our life, and some of it has just been sheer bad luck. Like, it just has been. Good morning. Thank you for joining. And so it's just been tough. Like, it really, really has been tough financially for us. And we are doing whatever we can to make sure our bills are paid. Like, we've been selling things on Marketplace to make sure our bills are paid. We've been applying for jobs months ago. We were doing everything we could in order to make sure that we could pay our bills. We started door dashing. We started donating plasma. I mean, you name it, we were doing whatever it takes. And you do. For your family, you do whatever it takes. But I knew there was something more, something bigger that I wanted, right? But I didn't have the right mindset for it. Because again, for me, the digital marketing aspect of life was always like, it's not something tangible. I couldn't touch it. It wasn't a physical product. I had a hard time wrapping my brain around this whole digital marketing thing. I was like, what the heck? I was really, really skeptical about what this was all about. I was like, I knew that online was becoming a big thing. And let me tell you some stats here, because did you know that 5 billion, hi, sweetheart, my son is here. You can come say hi. Hi. This is my 8-year-old. Did you know that there are 5 billion people on social media right now in these days, as of 2024? 5 billion. That is more than 60% of the world's population use social media in some form or another. Now, that's all well and good, and that's fantastic. Like, that's a crazy amount of people to reach. So the digital platform, in whatever way that you people use it or that you want to use it, is so vast. Now, if you're talking strictly about digital marketing, which again is vast in its own way, can you plug that in for me? It's getting warm out here. Sorry, guys. I'm in Texas, a little warm. The digital platform is huge. Thank you. And if you're thinking about 5 billion people in the world that are using that are using social media, and then let's say I did some research, 2 million are digital marketers in whatever variety that you want to do that. Now, digital marketing stems in a lot of ways. You can be affiliate marketer. You can make and sell digital products. You can be an influencer. You can make YouTube videos, all kinds of things. There's like 2 million in the world. If you take that number and you go 5 billion, hi boys. These are my kids that are joining us on the live. 5 billion people in this world.
5 billion?
Or 5 billion, I'm sorry, on social media. And you divide that by 2 million people that are working digital marketing, you're going to get 2,500 people per person. So if you started your digital marketing journey today, you could have access to at least 2,500 people. Can you sit down, please? To at least 2,500 people to at least 2,500 people that we can all share, essentially, right? Now let's say,
got full.
Yeah, everybody's joining. This is a family affair, everybody. This is how we roll, okay?
Yeah.
This is how our chaotic lives go. Mommy's trying to talk about digital marketing and everybody else is joining in. But if you're just joining us, I'm a Polish mom of 2 crazy boys living in the U.S., sharing my journey.
Let's go, boys. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I'm just sharing. Hi. You guys are the stars of the show. You know that, right? So for those of you who don't know, again, I'm going to share my stats. 5 billion people on social media. As of 2024, it's like 5.07. It's crazy how many people are on various social media platforms. Out of those, there are roughly 2 million digital marketers. And that's such a really broad thing, because you can be a digital marketer doing affiliate marketing. You can make digital product and sell it. You can do a lot of things. Like, you can do a ton of things within the digital marketing realm. It's not just this thing. And for a long time, for those of you that are joining, I thought digital marketing was like a scam or too good to be true, or just weird. Like, I didn't quite get it. I was like really skeptical about it for a very long time. So if you are that skeptical person, you know how I felt. Super skeptical. But to get back to my thing, 5 billion people in this world, right? Or in this world, there's over 7 billion. 5 billion on social media, which is like over 60% of our world's population right now, roughly. If 2 million of those are digital marketers, that's like 2,500 people per digital marketer, right? Per digital marketer. Now, the program that I decided to invest in for myself is the Legacy Builder program. There's nothing like, if you have any questions, let me know, by the way, because I have an open book. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
That program has 4 tiers. You can learn to be a digital marketer in 4 ways, but their most expensive is $900. And you buy that one time and then you're done. You invest in yourself one time and that's it. There's no monthly or no nothing, okay? So let's say that 2,500 people purchase a $900 program. You guys, that's $2.2 million. How many of you have made $2.2 million? I haven't. If you make $100,000 a year, if that's a good job, like if that's like most of us average Americans make like what's the average? I think American income is somewhere in the $50,000 range if you take everything. Because I mean, like San Francisco, San Diego, they're like super high, and then you have the lower. But average American income is like 50,000, I think. I'm not even sure. But let's say you make $100,000 per year. It's going to take you 22 years to make $2.2 million. 22 years. If you start your digital marketing journey and you do what is set out for you, and you're coachable, and you want this, and you want to change your life, and you want to be in a different place in your life, that can take you 7 years instead of 22. Like that, making a $900 a day, you can make $328,000 a year, which is in 7 years will make you 2.2 million. You could be a millionaire in 3 years. I don't even know what that means for myself yet. I don't even understand. I'm like, whoa, like it's crazy. To have that, my mind is still trying to wrap itself around it. But I was super skeptical about the whole digital marketing thing, right? Like I was for a long time. And even months prior, I was like, I don't know. I had every excuse in the book to be like, well, I don't think this is right for us. I don't know if we can make any money. But here's the thing. It's not just about the money. By the way, guys, if you're interested in knowing more information, I have a link in my bio. You can go in there, put your email in, and there'll be questions that are answered for you. There's a video if you're interested. If not, that's totally fine. Like, I'm good. It's up to you. But I was struggling mom. We're still struggling as a family, and I was struggling with myself emotionally, financially struggling, and I was just done. I'm like, something has to give. Something had to change. I needed something to change, and I had to take accountability for that, and I had to take that into my own hands. And I did, but it took a while. So for me, this is I call it the digital marketing mindset. And it's true for everything. It's not just about digital marketing. It's the digital marketing mindset. And what it is you take a piece of paper and you draw a line down the middle. So if you have access to this, I suggest you do it. Draw a line down the middle. And this is your mindset. And what they talk about, I don't teach this, by the way. This is not me. This is not, like, I didn't start this. But this is the mindset. Is there on each side, there's different mindsets. I know this is backwards, I'm sorry. But there's the mindset of, on the left side of the column is the wealth mindset. And on the right side of the column is the broke mindset. I was in the broke mindset for a very long time. In fact, to this day, I'm still catching myself in the broke mindset. I'm still like, because it's hard to break habits, you guys. It's really hard. It's hard to break habits. It's easier to make excuses for ourselves and to be like, I can't do this. It's too hard. It's too risky. The broke mindset, no matter what you're doing, and if you want to be successful, is there are two sides, of course, right? The wealthy and the broke mindset. In the wealthy mindset, you're asking yourself, how much can I make versus how much is it going to cost me? Yes, this program that I'm doing, it does cost, okay? There are payment plans. There's easier ways if you are willing to and really want to change your life and you have huge dreams. Like I have huge dreams. I'll tell you about them. There's ways to do it. We were starting to sell things on Marketplace that we didn't need or that we thought we knew we could get away without having to be able to pay for this, to be able to invest in ourselves. Because once you invest one time in yourself, you can have that return on investment over and over and over again. The beautiful thing about a master resale program, which is the program that I'm part of, is that you can invest in yourself. You can learn everything you need to know about social media, about marketing, about email automations, about all these things. But on top of that, you're getting this amazing community that has more training about mindset, about getting yourself into that frame of mind. I have a whiteboard in my RV right now that has goals and dreams and that's written on there, so that I can look at them every single day and I can be like, this is where I want to be. This is where I'm going to be, not I want to be. Okay? If you say I'm going to be a millionaire soon never comes. That's not the right mindset. And I had to learn that because for me, it was always like, well, someday never comes, guys. Someday never comes. It's either now or never, right? You have to start now. It's like, well, someday I'm going to go to the gym. Well, someday you're not going to go to the gym. Someday I'm going to lose weight. No, you're not. Because you're not going to do it, because I know from myself, I wasn't doing it. I'm still not doing it, but we're now starting again for the 15th time, because I want to be healthy again, and I want to, not have aches and pains again. So we're starting our workout, but it's like saying, I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to start my diet on Monday. I'm going to start working out on Monday. And you never do. Why not now? What's Monday? Like, what's someday? What's Monday? Those things never come, right? So that's the mindset that I had to learn. And it took me a long time. Like, I wish that it didn't take me 40 years to start learning about like the right mindset, but it did, and it is. And so the wealthy mindset will say, I will succeed versus what if I fail? Okay, you guys, I have been through many things in my life where I have failed, where I have not made it, and I'm still fighting. I'm still doing it. My biggest drive in this world is my family. I didn't want to be stuck in a job that was unfulfilling for me, that I couldn't see my family, that I was tied to 2 weeks of vacation per year, maybe 3, depending on how long I worked there and so forth. I didn't want that for myself or my family. I wanted to be able to go to my kid's school when he has a play or performance or sports, and I wanted to be able to be there. To give you an example, our 8-year-old was in a school where they only have like grade pre-K through 2, and then they go to a new school. So they had like a little graduation, grade 2 graduation, right? Well, it's in the middle of the day. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. And there's plenty of parents who couldn't be there, and I get it. But we were able to be there. So we went to his graduation. And as he's coming through into the gym, or into the cafeteria, into the gym, he's scanning for us. And when he sees us, his face just lit up huge, because he was so happy that we could be there. That is more precious to me than anything else in this world, knowing that we can be there for them, that we can be there for all their important moments, because their childhood is so short. We don't have many summers with our kids, right? Like, I don't have many summers with my kids, and then it'll come a point where they're like 15 and they'll be like, I'm out, I don't want to spend any time with you, I want to go hang out with my friends. So I want to make everything count. And we had to do what we had to do at the time, and I get it. You have to do that. But at some point you have to take the responsibility onto yourself and be like, I need to change my life because I have bigger dreams than this, right? I have bigger dreams than this. For me personally, I have dreams of being able to fly my parents from Canada whenever I want to see us, because we don't get to see them often. And that sucks for me. Like, it hurts. It sucks because they don't get to see their grandkids. I'm an only child, so my dad doesn't have any other grandkids. I want us to be able to, I'm Polish, right? I'm Polish and I was born there. I want to be able to, I haven't been there since 1998, you guys, because it's expensive to go to Poland, to fly. You got a family, you have to pay for tickets and everything else. Like, it's really expensive. So I want to be able to, when the kids are off school in the summer, take them for the summer to Europe and spend 2 months there. And the beauty of this digital business is that it lets me do it from anywhere that I want to do it. All I need is 2 hours of work, a phone, and an internet connection. That is it, you guys. Like, that is like amazing. At first, you're going to work a little more than 2 hours, and it's not going to be super easy. It's not like you invest in yourself and you're going to make like $300,000 in your first week. It doesn't work that way. But as long as you're willing to put the work in and to be coachable and to, excuse me, to be coachable and to do the program as it's laid out, because let me tell you, it is so easy. It's laid out for you. It is so easy. It's done for you, proven blueprint that you can do as long as you follow the steps. And there is coaching, and there are people who are cheering for you in the community. There is technical calls. There's all kinds of things. There is more training inside the community, training on social media platforms if you don't know how to do those. And we have people in the community that you guys started when they were 50, started when they were 60, started when they were 70. It doesn't matter. There's no age to when it's too late to start. Because who doesn't want to get their life back, right? I did. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting my life back, where I'm only working 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours a day. And the rest of my day is for me and my family. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's about family for me. And I want to help others because I know how it is. I know how it feels. I see people in my RV full-time living group and they are struggling. On Facebook, I'm part of the RV family, full-time families, and they're struggling. And I know what that's like. But part of it is changing your mindset. That's a huge thing. A wealthy mindset will think that the rewards are high from what I'm getting. Whereas a broke mindset will think there's too much risk. There's too much risk involved, I'm not doing it. No. A wealthy mindset will say this is too good to pass up. Whereas a broke mindset will think this is too good to be true. And I was that broke mindset. I was like, this is too good to be true. Only like an elite few can make a living at this. And I'm not even talking like I didn't care about being like a millionaire or anything. I wanted to make a living. So I wasn't punching the clock. So I wasn't taking a calculator to the grocery store, because I've done that. I'm a calculator on my phone, where we've gone and we're like, oh, we have $100 budget or whatever it is for groceries for the next 2 weeks. And I have to weigh my apples and my oranges, and then I'm writing down on my phone how much it's costing so that I know that we're going to fit into that, right? I had to do that. I had to donate plasma to make ends meet, you guys. My husband had to donate plasma. We were door dashing. We were doing whatever. We were applying for work. We were doing whatever it took to make ends meet, because we fell on hard times. And if you are like that and you want to get out of it, there are ways. But you have to believe in yourself. Dream big, believe in yourself, because it does happen. Okay? It happens, and it can happen. You just have to push through. There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of naysayers. If you want to be on the digital platform and you want to work from home and work digitally, many people do. They make a good living at it. And if you want to do that, you can. And there's a lot of family and friends that are going to be like, what are you doing? Why don't you get a real job? Why don't you get a real job? Like, what's a real job? Is it the fact that I have to go to a company, punch in my time, work my 8 hours, and then come home? No. That's a real job, but working online is not a real job. And the reason that it's a 2-hour work day with the Legacy Builder program that I've decided to invest in for myself is that 2 hours is the perfect amount of time. There was research done on it that you can get all your work in. When you go to a job and you're working 8 hours, you have time, right? You have time to look on your phone. You have time for lunch. You've got time to have coffee breaks. They build that all into your 8-hour schedule. But when you're working for yourself, that's all on you, right? You've got to make your time worthwhile. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm still learning, and I'm still going to be learning. But for me, it started up here because I didn't believe in myself for a long time. I didn't believe that I could do it. I was very skeptical of digital marketing, of this particular program, every program. I was like, And I did a lot of research on many different programs. And I had a friend of mine who did this. And she had some success, and she said it really impacted her life. And for me, it really changed and impacted my life. It's invaluable for me. And not just from a financial perspective, but also from emotional and mental perspective. Like, I've learned a lot about myself in the last 4 weeks. I have grown as a human being. It's been amazing. And we're looking forward to more and doing more. Hi everybody, thank you for joining. If you just joined me, I'm Camilla. I'm a Polish Canadian mom living in the US. I just started my digital marketing journey about 4 weeks ago, so I'm pretty new at it still, but let me tell you, it's changed my life. And I was the biggest skeptic of it. Huge skeptic. If you ask my husband especially, I was talking about it a lot, and then I would research the hell out of it, but then I wouldn't do anything. I would never pull the trigger. I would never jump on board because I was too afraid. I was too skeptical. It was too risky for me. I had a broke mindset. I didn't have a wealthy, winning mindset, which is so important no matter what you're doing. If you're an athlete, you have to have that winning mindset, right? You have to have it. And professional athletes, if you know anything about professional athletes, they hire psychologists and all kinds of stuff to work on their mental game. Like, that's huge. It's a big part of it. How we feel about ourselves, what we think about ourselves, that makes a huge difference. Because then people can't put you down. They can try, but you're not going to let them. You're going to keep going no matter what. You're going to keep pushing through the naysayers. And I've had them. I had my best friend's dad on Facebook. I was posting something about digital marketing. And listen, if you don't want to hear it, you don't have to, okay? If you don't want to be a part of this program, you don't have to. I'm just sharing my information and my knowledge so far, so that if you're interested in knowing more, you can. You can jump on my my bio up there and go to my link tree there. You can go to my website. You can throw your email in. There's going to be a blueprint video. It's going to show you, and it's going to answer questions that you might have. And then if you're not interested or if you don't like it, you can just move on. That's okay. But it's going to show you and answer all these questions for you. For me, it was life-changing. But I had my best friend's dad, who is a friend of mine, he friends me on Facebook, right? And he's like, I posted something about digital marketing one day, and he says, well, I may have to block these. That's what he commented on there. And I'm like, okay, please do. Because that's okay. You don't have to like my stuff. You can block my stuff. I don't care. It's not for you. And there's going to be naysayers in your life. There's going to be people who are going to question your decisions, always. They're going to question you. But if in your heart you feel what you're doing is right, that's all that matters. Because those people are not paying your bills. They're not paying my bills. He's not paying my bills. He's skeptical about what I'm doing. Okay, that's fine. Move along. But you're not paying my bills, right? At all. I'm responsible for paying my bills and for making sure my kids are doing good and for making sure we have enough. Because I have huge dreams, y'all, you guys. I have huge, huge dreams. And for a long time, I thought those dreams were not feasible. I had dreams. We all have dreams of winning the lottery, right? One in like 2 million, 1 in 20 million chance or something. I don't know what it is. We all have those dreams of winning the lottery. But I'm working towards my dreams in a different way. And for me, I'll tell you some of my dreams. I want to be able to fly my parents in from Canada whenever we want to see them. I want to be able to invest in real estate. I want to be able to take my kids to where I was born in Poland and show them where I'm from and spend 2 months there and not have to worry about where my finances coming from, or if my boss is going to give me the time off, or if I take more time off, they're not going to pay me. I don't want to have to worry about that. I can work when I'm in Europe for 2 months. I can work every day on my business because I can do it from anywhere. As long as I have my phone, internet, and I'm working my 2 hours a day. I can do it from anywhere. And people all over the world are doing this. I know people that are in Europe, in South Africa, and everywhere that are doing this. Because why not? We live in a digital world, right? As of this year, the digital industry is making $1 billion a day. In 2019, it was $1 billion a year. And then when COVID happened, what did people start doing? Like some of you, yes, never stop believing. Thank you. Never work less, pay better. Absolutely. In 2019, the digital industry was $1 billion, the market was $1 billion a year. Then COVID happened and everybody had to like shift, right? There was a lot more work from home stuff, a lot of that happening. A lot of people were laid off, lost their jobs, and had to figure out some other way to pay their bills and make a living. And then, good morning, Laura. And they had to figure out another way. And so this whole thing started, right? This whole thing. Right now, the digital world is $1 billion a day industry. And by 2026, it's going to be $3 billion per day. 3 billion. Like, my mind doesn't compute that, right? I don't even understand that. But it's huge. And I wanted to be part of that for my family, for myself, because I want to learn that skill too, because it's going to be a good skill to have. And the Legacy Builder program that I am part of teaches you all of this. It takes you by the hand. If you have zero technical skills, if you have zero online skills, zero marketing skills, which I had a little bit, but not much. Working from home is the best. You're right. I had a little bit of skill, but not a lot. And so they teach you everything. They hold you by the hand and then tell you, follow these steps. And if you follow these proven steps, you will be successful in your life. You have success. And part of that success is not just how to make money online, how to become financially free, because to me, the financial freedom gives me my time back. That's what it is for me. I don't have to worry whether or not, I don't have to have that dread on Sunday night that I have to get up in the morning and go to work again and leave my kids, especially in the summer. I don't have that dread that it's Sunday night, right? I don't have to have that dread that I get 2 days off a week and that's it, right? And every other time I am a slave to the institution, because that's how I felt. When I would drive into work, you guys, every morning, and I saw everybody else, it was like we were all zombies driving to our jobs. I was not happy. I was not fulfilled. I needed something more. But part of this is that if you decide that you want more information, go to my bio. You can get more information there. I can answer more questions for you if you want. Absolutely. Let me know if there's any questions I can answer. But for me, it was all about the mindset. I could start something, and I've started other things before, and they didn't quite work out for me, because this program is so good, in that it tells you step by step, do this on day 1, do this on day 2, do this, and this, and you will be successful. Yeah, you're right. Doctors, nurses, they're totally needed for survival. And if you love what you do, keep doing it. But I know healthcare workers and nurses who do digital work also. They'll do it from home, because you can do a 2-hour workday in the nooks and crannies of your day. You don't have to do it all in one shot. And then you can take that knowledge, and there have been nurses, doctors, healthcare professionals who have created digital products for their coworkers or for people in the healthcare industry that help them in their like careers. So absolutely right. We need people. I totally agree. I'm just telling you that if you're not fulfilled in what you're doing, like I wasn't fulfilled, right? For me, I wasn't fulfilled. There are many people who love their careers, love their jobs. And that's wonderful. Keep on trucking. Like, I love it. I just wasn't fulfilled. I wanted more. Too much time was being taken away from my family for me. And I wasn't fulfilled. So that's what it was for me. We need people for all kinds of things, right? So for me, that's what it was. And I had to change my mindset too. I had to work on my mental health, essentially. I had to change the way I thought about myself. I had to change the way I thought about the digital world. I had to change the way I thought. And I'm still working on it, you guys. I'm still working. I'm still not quite 100% there, because I still have my moments where I'm like, what if I fail? You know? And here's the thing. People that do digital marketing in whatever capacity, because in this program, what you learn is how to resell a program, how to make your own, okay? You learn how to do affiliate marketing, because some people want to do that. If you're in the healthcare world and you want to do affiliate marketing on, like I've seen nurses who do affiliate marketing on like shoes and things that, you know, they do in their field, and it's fantastic. And they make money on the side. So some people just want this as a supplemental or just want extra, right? For me, I wanted it for everything. But some people just want it for extra income, to be able to take extra vacations, or to be able to put their kids in music class. Like I had a lady who made enough so that she could put her kids in camp, you know, those types of things. So in this program, you get, you know, what I was telling you was you get to learn about master resale rights and how you can resell the program over and over and over again, make 100% profit. You learn about affiliate marketing and how to do that if you want to do that. You learn, if you are already a business owner, you can take this program, turn it around and use it for your business and grow your business online, because everybody wants to be online these days. People search for businesses online. And the other thing is that you can take this program and learn how to create a digital product. So rather than having a physical product, and I know because we have them still, like we have a business with digital products. You have to carry products, you have to ship them out, you have to take care of all of the logistics. When you create one digital product, let's say you do it on Canva, because Canva is huge. I do everything on Canva. You create one digital product. I've seen nurses, I've seen teachers create some sort of things. I don't even know, guys, because I'm not a nurse or a teacher, but they've created products for other teachers that can help them be, you know, better or whatnot, or make their lives easier while teaching or doing whatever. They've created these products and are selling them online, and you can do that. You can create one product and it will sell over and over and over and over again. You can sell it on TikTok, you can sell it on Etsy, you can sell it on whatever you want, and you don't have to worry about shipping. And you created it one time and you're reselling that one product that you created. So there is that as well, the digital product creation. I mean, look at the best example I have of this is DocuSign. We can now sign for our mortgage papers and everything else, pretty much all kinds of contracts with DocuSign. That is a digital product. Somebody created that, right? Somebody created that digital product, and they only had to create it once, and they may have done edits to it based on who's using it, but that's a digital product that was created. And there's so many others, like that's huge. You know, GPT is a digital platform. We live in this world where we have those options now, and there's ways to do that. So that was my thing for this morning. For me, it was having the digital marketing mindset, believing in whatever you're doing. And so I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I'm gonna head out now. If you have any more questions, if you have any other questions for me or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them. You can also like and follow me here on TikTok. I post things all the time. I go live every day. I'm trying to figure out which times are best. I think mornings are best for me, because then that leaves me for the rest of the day to have with my family. And if you are more interested in more information, I will get it for you. If you're not, that's okay. It may not be for you, right? And that's totally fine. But have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy Sunday with your family, with your friends, with whomever you're spending it with. And God bless. Take care.